What's going on, guys? I just found a story from a particular Linux news site, linuxtoday.com, that pointed me in the direction of why I hate 90% of all computer users. Now, most people who use computers, in all honesty, really shouldn't be. They really, really shouldn't. They think almost in a conformist and uniform, drone type of way, Microsoft way. Unless you're an Apple Mac user or you're a Linux, GNU Linux, FreeBSD, Haiku user. That being said, this goes probably above and beyond the generic stupidity. Now, first off, 3 things she complains about. Can't run Microsoft Docs. Can't save in the doc format of XML or various other Microsoft Office formats. Second off, she complains that she can't get her Verizon Fios or Verizon high-speed internet crap to work through the exe file. Third off, she blames Dell. So let me start off with number 3. And to do that, I'm going to actually switch to my Ubuntu display. If I can get it to switch. Now, to blame this on Dell is pure stupidity. I have the Dell website right here. We'll go back a couple of pages. Now, under the Operating Systems tab on Dell, it's just the generic install, generic boot up of their laptops section. The only thing you're gonna find Linux advertised is gonna be for one thing. Either their Mini 9 or their the new Mini 12s or whatever the hell they're called. It's the only time you're gonna see Ubuntu advertised on the generic front display. If you look at the rest of them, operating system, Windows Vista 64-bit, Vista with a downgrade to XP, or Windows XP Home. Now, most users who have any brains on this type of selection screen won't go with something that they have no idea what the hell it means. If it doesn't say Windows on it, they're more than likely not going to, fucking go for it. So, okay. Now, Dell takes Ubuntu and kind of stuffs it down in the corner, bottom shelf area of where to put it. So, it's not exactly easy to say, oh, I screwed up by buying a laptop not knowing what the hell it was. Especially on an operating system choice from Dell. So, we'll go to dell.com/Ubuntu. At the prompt page, the main, not sure open source is for you, quote, question mark. The main thing to note is that when you choose open source, you don't get the Windows operating system. If you are here by mistake, you are looking for a Dell PC with Windows, please use the following link. They give you a link back to the Windows site. You actually have to literally click on Shop for Ubuntu. And it brings you to the Ubuntu selection page. Now, she said it was a $1,100 laptop, so I'm assuming it was probably XPS. It's probably either the 1330 or 1350 or 1530. So, How is that Dell's fault that you're too stupid to completely ignore everything that's loaded in front of you to find this particular set of Ubuntu that's like stuck in the corner of the bottom shelf that no one else looks at? You had to knowingly go there. Next, she claims that a Verizon high-speed internet CD won't work because it's an exe file. Well, first off, Verizon and Linux are a bad combination. Second of all, there's two different ways you can go about doing this. There's one that's called Wine. Wine is not an emulator. Wine is a compatibility layer for Linux that lets you run that .exe file that you say won't work. Odds are, Wine probably won't work for that particular setup. So, in order to get your Verizon CD to work, there's the Wine way, or there's the other way. You can install what they call a virtual machine. Have someone come over for 10 minutes, install the fucking operating system of Windows, the XP, Vista, whatever, install it, update it, you're good to go. All you have to do is find the virtual machine program, be it VirtualBox, VMware, Parallels, take your pick. That also will solve problem number one you had. The problem number one is already fucking solved for you. You go to Office, you go to OpenOffice word processor. She complains that you can't save in other formats. You can't save in the Microsoft Office won't run. Well, depends on your version of Office. 2003 will run fairly well in Wine, or you can install it in that virtual machine I just told you about. So you go to File. Say you have something you typed up. Important case. Then you go to File, you go to Save As. You click the little thing that says File Types. ODF. ODF has actually been worked into Microsoft Office 2007. So if you got 2007, you have ODF support. Find it, print it, you're good to go. You can save it in 97, 2000, or XP doc format, 95 doc format, 6.0 doc format, RTF, text format, TXT encoded, HTML, you have a fucking web page design, or an XML, Microsoft Word, 2003 XML. Take your pick. You can save in a Microsoft fucking format. So, those 3 points are completely null and void. You're an idiotic consumer. Number 2 takes care of your Verizon problem. It also takes care of number 1. And number 1 was already taken care of within the operating system itself. Pretty friggin' sad. So, dear Abby, why do you epitomize stupid consumers? That's my question.